Are you looking for the best PSUs over 1000 W? In this video we will look at some of 7 best PSUs over 1000 W on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Thermaltake Tough Power GF3 1200W. The Tough Power GF3 1200W from Thermaltake is an excellent PSU for any gaming PC, capable of supplying 1200W of power, which should be more than enough for any PC build. This much headroom gives way to extreme overclocking without having to worry about a lack of power. The PSU comes with an 80+ gold rating and has a fully modular design, which means you can have only the cables you need connected to the PSU. Of course, the PSU is compatible with ATX 3.0 specifications and is even PCIe 5.0 ready, thanks to the 16-pin connector. There is a 135mm fluid-bearing fan to keep the internals of the PSU cool, but it has a smart zero fan mode, which only turns the fan on when the load exceeds 30% of the PSU's capacity. This can be turned on or off with the included physical switch, although it can be tough to reach. The Thermaltake Tough Power GF3 1200W comes with all safety measures built in, including OCP, OVP, UVP, OPP, SCP, and OTP. Speaking of reliability, you get a minimum MTBF or mean time before failure of 100,000 hours, thanks to the high-quality components being used. It is an ATX power supply, so it may not fit in a small form factor build, so make sure to check for compatibility before you purchase. With this PSU, Thermaltake also boasts its stricter than Intel's standard for voltage regulation, coming in at just plus or minus 2%. Number 2. Enermax Revolution DFX 1050W. Not only does this PSU deliver over 1000 W of power, but it comes with an 80+ gold rating and ATX 3.0 compatibility, all without breaking the bank. The Enermax Revolution DFX 1050W is a fully modular PSU that offers great value, especially when it is on sale. You can grab it for just over $100, which is incredible considering all the features it comes with. It is equipped with a dust-free high-pressure fan that operates with a 0 RPM mode, as the fan only turns on when the PSU crosses 20% load. At maximum load, the PSU fan only generates 26 dB of noise, which you will not be able to hear at all, especially considering the case fans in your computer. The Enermax Revolution DFX 1050W is an ATX PSU that claims to be one of the smallest high-wattage power supplies. What sets this PSU apart from other budget offerings is the customizable RGB lighting on the side of the unit. The ARGB side panel has 14 lighting modes that can be customized with Enermax's own software, as well as ASUS Aura Sync, Razer Chroma, Gigabyte RGB Fusion, Oshrock Polychrome Sync, and MSI Mystic Light Sync. If you are not a fan of RGB lights on your PSU, or if the lights are blocked inside the case, there is a conveniently located button at the back to turn the lights off. Number 3. Silverstone Hella 2050 R Platinum. If you are looking for the highest possible wattage in a commercial mainstream PSU, the Silverstone Hella 2050 R Platinum has you covered. As the name suggests, it is capable of delivering up to 2050 W, and it does so with a Cybernetics Platinum certification. Note that the Cybernetics ratings are slightly different from 80+ ratings, in that they are generally even stricter than 80+ ratings. The Silverstone Hella 2050R Platinum comes with two 12VH PWR PCIe connectors and compatibility with the ATX 3.0 standard, as well as PCIe Gen 5 support. With ample power and modular connectivity options, you can power two NVIDIA RTX 4080 or even RTX 4090 GPUs with this one beefy PSU. There is a 135mm fan inside this PSU that can operate in semi-fanless mode, where the fan only ramps up under a certain load. This feature can be turned off as well if you'd like. The Silverstone Hella 2050R Platinum comes with all typical protection standards and has an MTBF of 100,000 hours. It also ships with three 12VH PWR cables, which gives you one spare if you are not occupying both of the available 12VH PWR ports. It is also a fairly large PSU, so make sure it is compatible with your case before purchasing. Number 4. Gigabyte GPU D1300 GMPG5. Gigabyte is not only known for its GPUs and gaming monitors, but also for its power supply units. Like its GPUs and monitors, the PSUs also present good value and a feature set that will check most boxes for gamers. Starting with the capacity, it is a beefy 1300W unit that meets the ATX 3.0 standard and supports PCIe 5.0 components. Made using high-quality components, the fully modular PSU has an 80+ gold rating. Despite its compact size, Gigabyte has managed to install a 140mm fan that only turns on when the system is over 20% load. Along with the fan, the company has increased the size of the heatsink for better heat dissipation. You get all the safety protection built in, and it comes with a 12VH PWR connector for more power-hungry GPUs. It also has an MTBF of over 100,000 hours. The ports on the back are clearly labeled, so you should not have any problem finding the right connector. There is no RGB lighting or extra buttons on the back, which means you only need to make sure the power button is turned on and the PSU will take care of the rest. Number 5. Asus ROG Thor 1600T Gaming. No PSU list is complete without one of Asus's ROG Thor power supplies, and the Asus ROG Thor 1600T Gaming stands as the best premium PSU at over 1000 W. The company has left no stone unturned with this PSU, and that shows in its price. While it requires a GPU level of investment, the ROG Thor 1600T Gaming comes with ATX 3.0 compatibility, high-quality components, and ships with a 16-pin PCIe cable that can deliver 600 W of power to PCIe Gen 5.0 graphics cards. The included 135W PWM fan is able to keep the PSU cool as it pushes air over the ROG heatsinks that, as per the company, have twice as much volume as traditional heatsinks. Furthermore, the fan only turns on when the PSU reaches 50% load, which means, for the most part, the Asus ROG Thor 1600T Gaming will operate silently. To ensure quiet operation, Asus has secured a Lambda A++ noise rating. Some other features that make this PSU stand out are the RGB lighting and the OLED display. One of the corners of the PSU and the logo have RGB lights behind them which can be controlled through the Aura Sync software. The OLED display shows real-time total power draw, which helps enthusiasts tweak their system to their liking. It is a fully modular PSU, and it comes with sleeved cables that can better withstand wear and tear.